Guys, so I know I haven't posted in like forever, but I saw this and I have to make a video on it because, to be honest with you, I'm kind of skeptical about it, and I figured I'd make a video. I think I'm mostly gonna be posting Call of Duty, Battlefield, Far Cry, Titanfall, games like that, first-person shooters, not Fortnite. But anyway, enough talking about what the future of my channel is going to be like. I'm just going to get into what happened yesterday or last night. So there was a leak saying that Call of Duty 2020 is in an upheaval as Treyarch takes over plans for Black Ops 5. Now, me and my friend were talking about how stupid a Black Ops 5 would be and where it would fit in the franchise. I don't know, it's not confirmed by Activision yet, but there were some people saying that Activision was downgrading Sledgehammer to a supportive team like Raven and not one of the top 3 developers. So it says next year's Call of Duty has gone through a major upheaval as publisher Activision informed developers this week that studios Raven and Sledgehammer, which had until now led the project, will no longer be in charge. Instead, according to 3 people familiar with going-ons at the companies, Treyarch will lead development on a new Black Ops 5 for 2020, not 2021, because 3-year cycle. So does that mean they're gonna get games back to back in a year difference? Like a year separate? Oh, that's weird. Alright. According to those briefed on the overhaul, Treyarch will take creative leadership on this new Black Ops, while Raven and Sledgehammer will serve as a supportive studio for the game, transforming the work that they've done on their own single-player story mode into a campaign for Black Ops 5, which will also be set during the Cold War, and may involve Vietnam and stuff. This may be a welcoming return for fans who criticize the lack of campaign in Black Ops 4. It will likely be a cross-gen game to coincide with the launch of the next-gen PlayStation and Xbox, which are also expected in the fall of 2020. Okay, well, first of all, a game set in the Cold War in Vietnam, wasn't that like the setting of Black Ops 1? Is Black Ops 5 going to take place before Black Ops 1? Or, I don't know how the story is going to coincide, but I know that Sledgehammer Games was working on a Vietnam game, and then Infinity Ward called them over to help them with Modern Warfare 3, and then after that, they just got in the 3-year cycle and made Advanced Warfare and World War II. So, let's go on. Alright. This news comes during a strange time for Activision, as Call of Duty, although Black Ops 4 sold well at first, we've heard that it hasn't had quite the revenue tail that Activision bean counters were hoping to see. Internally, Activision executives have started to talk about embracing free-to-play as a revenue model. Once to the publisher, and 3 sources say that they're looking into offering a free-to-play component for this year's new Modern Warfare game. I mean, it's not confirmed yet, but if they make a Call of Duty Ghosts 2 or Infinite Warfare 2, it has to be a Modern Warfare 4. Although the specifics may not be finalized yet, within Activision have remained resistant to the idea. Alright. In the past year has been rough for San Francisco-based Sledgehammer. In February of 2018, Kodoku broke the news that Sledgehammer's co-founder Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield have left the studio. Although Activision spun it as a promotion, saying that they'd take on new executive duties, it was very clear that it wasn't. They both got fired and left, or they both left, and Condrey went to 2K, and I don't know where Glenn went. I think he's doing art stuff. Anyway, the studio has been trying to find employees for the past few months, much to say to the dismay of those who remain. I'm just like reading down the article. One primary reason behind the Call of Duty upheaval, according to two people familiar with the happenings at Activision, is the tension between Sledgehammer and Raven. Those whose staffs are said to have argued frequently during the past development on Call of Duty 2020. People who familiar with the project describe it as a mess. Now, both studios will serve as support for Treyarch as the publisher prepares to release Black Ops 5. And I don't actually know if it's going to be Black Ops 5. I'm assuming that's just a placeholder. And I hope it is, because Black Ops 5 sounds kind of stupid. And I don't know how it would coincide with the storyline. And I'm pretty sure they aren't going to go way into the future again like they've done in the past. Because they had Black Ops 1. Let's see. Well, I mean, technically it could take place after Black Ops 1 because there's a pretty big gap. Because Black Ops 2 takes place in like 2023, 2025. And then Black Ops 3 takes place in like 2063 and like about around that time. And then Black Ops 4 is set in between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. So, guys, this is tough. It's going to be difficult now that they don't have a 3-year cycle. Because, I mean, Black Ops 4 has had 3 years in development, and it still kind of feels like it's in beta with all of just the useless, like, microtransactions we've been getting. And nothing actually useful to the game. Actually, World War II had more content than Black Ops 4. Like, now of last year. Yeah, last year. Alright, well, that was pretty much it. I'm gonna try to start posting more frequently because I mean it's the summer now and I have a lot more free time. But guys, it's crazy. I don't know if I believe it, but the person who leaked it hasn't been wrong, and they've been pretty right about a lot of things. Although I wouldn't say take it with a grain of salt because they're pretty high up when it comes to leaks, and Charlie Intel leaked on it too, and they have their own sources in Activision. But I mean, Activision hasn't confirmed it yet, but Activision hasn't confirmed Modern Warfare 4 yet, and it's taking a really long time for them to release it, because I remember Black Ops 4 was like released in like it's like February or March. It was like really early. That was like the earliest COD reveal I think we've had. But alright, I'm just going to stop talking now, and have a nice day. Just wanted to let you in on the news.